game, because we gaming. After a week of gaming, how about more gaming? Also, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. But at any rate, after a week of GMTK jam games and playing jam games, I just want to chill with, I guess, AAA gaming? Yeah, there's a AAA game in it, so. Finally, some gaming. Finally, some action. I'm going in that building, that's what it was. Also, thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, probably good. I was drinking soda. It is Friday, and I'm like, let's do all the sugar, let's do all the candy, and I was like, I've just been doing that. Yeah, I thought about pouring myself a drink, and then I was like, no, I just had a bunch of candy too, so let's not do that. Okay, I did the side quest, kinda, sorta. I pushed the side quest along, right? Yeah, that's what it was. Acquire the Roseboro prototype. It's kept behind locked doors in its own secure display room. And then I also need to find out what Vice Overseer Byrne knows. Okie dokie. Yeah, those sugar, or those sour gummies that I got are good, but I'm just eating through the packages. I'm just eating all sorts of them. It's like, it's not doing anything good in my teeth. Immersive Gnome. Because of immersive sim, or because of the fact that it's full screened? This game is just so yeah. This gnome hits different. I think I'm about the same size. I think I keep myself the same size every time. Like, I like being a little guy. I know there's plenty of VTubers that do the, like, I'm gonna take up a large chunk of the screen, but I'm like, nah. I like being a little guy. Okay, that's the bone charm. Let's not menace people with, okay, yeah, sure, no, we'll keep the heart out. Somewhat productive. Got further in the Unreal course, but implementing more features in the, but not in implementing more features in the queue. But hopefully there's some more time until the next jam. Yeah, Down to Jam is in a month, and that's, when I would be using it next. Wait, I thought I was going towards that room? There's also a room there. It's fairly easy to access. Oh, okay, they have the window open because of the pot there. I see. So, I want to sneak in here, maybe? It looks like there's all sorts of places to go in. Oh yeah, Blink. Blink is probably what I want to have equipped most of the time. Okay. Shoot, I do not recall what the... It's F5? Or is that... That's saving. Okay, cool. I did remember it. I lied. Yeah, because I know Funbase was using the queue there. Yeah, if you put enough work into the queue, I would almost think, like, you could sell it. You could, advertise it to people who play a lot of jam games. I don't know if there's a huge market for that, but there might be. Wow, this is a huge space. Oh, okay, these are all I gotta get. Well then, how did I do? I was expected to be in the bottom half, and I was just barely in the top half, so I did slightly better than I expected, which was not good. I was not expecting to do super well, and I did not do super well. But that's probably because the game wasn't, you couldn't actually finish it, it was just super buggy, so. You have two choices. Your first choice is to save your family, or get every console and infant money. If you don't pick in 30 seconds, both of them fall into a pit of lava. Which do you choose? Get every console? As in, like, video game console? I mean, I'm gonna pick the family. And that's every video game console and infinite money falls into the lava? Yeah, no, I'll pick the family. I'm doing okay without infinite money and without every video game console ever. And I don't need every video game console and infinite money, so... I did not sell it, but use it to cross-promote your other games, maybe. Yeah. Well, and it's like, I don't know, I was just listening to a podcast recently that was like, yeah, start a business and solve a problem and then charge for it. It was saying don't be afraid to charge for things. People want to give you money for, like, when you solve problems and help them and stuff. So... That's really all it was, is don't be afraid to charge for money, which that's also something that I didn't, that is also haven't fully figured out. Because it was like once I turned on the ability to donate on itch, I did end up getting some amount of money. Not a lot, but it was still surprising that I wasn't asking for money and got some. So. Highest is 1,500 on audio of all things. I think my highest was like 3,000. So, I guess technically more like top third, but yeah, it was not a great showing. I think these bigger jams I tend to do worse, funny enough. The smaller the jam, the better I do. Which is still not good necessarily, but... Oh yeah, and ads are happening anyway. I feel like I should just put it on just chatting here. But I will take the break since ads are happening. Okay. And again, I seem to have missed stuff stepping away there. Okay, where was I at? Yeah, don't read much on ratings and huge jams like this. Many games in the top 20 have lower than 20 ratings. Oh, okay. Because I thought I would have weighted it towards like both A has a lot of ratings and B has good ratings, but Don't understand why 5-year-old kids, their parents are wasting $500 for Switch 2. If their parents are doing that, then they're just dumb. How did we get on Switch 2? I still want to buy a Switch 2. I think it's jumped up in price by a lot, or at least the Switch did. But I figured there's no getting around at least tariff nonsense for where I'm at, so. 400 in audio, 600 in enjoyment, 700 in creativity, and 800 in artwork. Dang, dude, that's pretty good. To get all hundreds in a nearly 10,000 person jam, that's pretty dang good. Congrats. Like I said, you make good games. I wasn't feeling the strategy and the creativity on this one as much, but still a good game and I enjoyed it. And it did add an auto roll in the post-jam version. Okay. 12, but still enjoy watching streams like this. Maybe don't say that out loud because Twitch limit is 13. Streamers need to ban you if you say you're under 12. I always assume that everybody's like a 15-year-old European kid. Either and the VTubers are all some little Asian person. Okay. I don't know why, but yeah, I will just ignore the message then, I suppose. Well, and that's one of those things of like...
I wanted to visit this place with Wyman.
Yeah, it's like age is one of those things that you really shouldn't volunteer. I've definitely done it, but at least I think in like chat and stuff. Did I even need to eat food? So who's the thing? 20-year-old European man? Yeah. Well, I know everybody's like, yeah, it's 2 in the morning. It's always... Even when new people show up, it's like, yeah, it's 2 in the morning. I don't know why I appeal to... I guess I'm a gnome. I guess that's very... It's gnomes are German, I think, is the origin. There was a whole conversation going on there that I just missed entirely, that I was not focused on. So. Yeah, instead of being stressed out about school, stressed out about uni.
Could be a storm coming in.
Okay, yeah, there is. Oh, gosh dang it. I wanted to back out the... Go out the window. Ow. I don't want to fight anybody right now. I'm too... This is full of witches. Neat. I just want to sneak around. I just want to be sneaky. I don't want to deal with people. I was dealing with all sorts of people. Yeah, see, I would assume that I'm really not that appealing to the younger generation. My avatar is an old man, and I am also not a young person. Are the kids these days into game development content? Well, I guess Roblox, but or Roblox and Fortnite have their user-generated content and stuff, so that's definitely possible. A rune there. Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought there was one up there, of which... There we go. Yeah, let's get up somewhere so I'm a little hidden. An old gnome, an even older brain? Hey now, I think that's ageist. Just because my brain is full of holes and cheese does not mean that old people are, have brains full of holes and cheese. What the heck? These are feathers that are floating. Interesting. Also a rune. Did this rune have this special ability? Interesting. I like the streams because they're very relaxed, not the constant, pure, high energy stuff. And the channel still is small enough that writing in chat is nice. Yeah, I like to think of myself as a bit more cozy I can have some energy, but it doesn't tend to be high energy most of the time. Yeah, it kind of vacillates between chill and grumpy, and I kind of wish I wasn't as grumpy, but it does also fit with the old man vibes. I have no clue where I'm going and what I'm doing, and I made it that way on purpose. Because this kind of game and this kind of world is fun to get lost in. Okay.
That wasn't mine. I don't
So,
care what anybody says.
did they
I'm
intentionally have the
that wasn't it.
things there, or was that some new and recent? Or the wasps? Are the wasps intentionally living here? Because they had the bodies that were... It looked a little more like intentional research. This does not look like intentional research. I think he did say these wasps are
Feels a little
blood
scratchy.
flies.
Maybe some steeped borage and chamomile will do the trick.
Can grow pretty fast in here. Where are you? Also, at some point I feel like I want to do like a just complete destruction, everybody dies kind of run. Just to see what the combat is truly like. And what I can get it up to. Hey, okay, yeah, I was gonna say, my friend was just telling me that he was getting the emails together, so the thank you for participating in the internal playtest. Please click the link to opt in as a tester to begin. Follow the screen. Yay! So yeah, my friend made us just scrape together a couple more emails from somewhere to send it out to the testers. So I think you guys are testers. I know my sister has a test email. So yes, please do try the game. Please do look at the game, because I think it also says like it the testers need to actually interact with the thing too to make sure that the test happens. Oh, so there might be people somewhere around here. But yes, that is an actual email to, hey, please try the game. So yes, please try the game. Do I have like a fire grenade maybe? It's just a grenade. Maybe not, okay. And got an email on both counts. This is not Borderlands enough for you? I didn't say the timeline on when I was gonna do Borderlands. It's on the list. I have it. Oh, F. Not E. This is the other obsession. Yeah, Dishonored is kind of becoming the other obsession, or rather, immersive Sims. I don't know. It's just Dishonored was good. Dishonored 2, I hadn't played. I hadn't finished. So these are just big games. I'm just getting through big games. I'll go play other games eventually. That's what my coworker was saying too. It's just like, oh, it seems like you'd be doing indie games, and yet here you are doing Dishonored. And I'm like, I did a lot of indie games. They're all over my channel. I'm just taking some time to mix it up and do Dishonored 2 here. Some crystal apples. I did take a bloodfly sting there. Yeah, this was really drawing my eye with the lighting and the spacing and stuff. This feels like it's just noise to attract somebody. So let's do this and that. There. There was not actually somebody coming. Okay. I guess I didn't play the harp loud enough. Rune and or bone charm, rune and or bone charm. Lots of runes and or bone charms. Yeah, don't... I'm so tempted. I'm like, I'm not gonna finish, like, cause I really only have a month before both Down to Jam happens and then Borderlands 4 happens. And I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to finish a demo or like a game page for my like getting a Steam game going, right? Meaning I should just play Borderlands and just play all of the Borderlands games. Become a Borderlands YouTuber. It's been tempting. I know a lot about the games. I know a lot about the franchise. And I feel like I could come up with some unique talking points. It's fun that they're just hanging out on the chandelier there. I suppose when you have an ability to teleport anywhere, of course you're gonna get kind of silly with it. I have to go up the elevator though, right? Can I get into and out of that elevator? Is the question. I could work on it right now. I'm taking a break, man. I just played a bunch of jam games. And, read the title of the stream. I said this one's for me. Dang it. I'm taking a break. Let's see, can I teleport up here? I can. Aha, there ain't nobody up here, right? Oh, that's so fun that they've got all these little hidey holes. That's why this game. I love a world like this. It's just got so many little hidey holes and stuff. Play it and keep playing game instead of doing some creative work. Well, hey, there's you need to balance it. I like to think that you need to balance it and have some other inspirations and some other focuses instead of just all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. And I think this last week was work. Playing a bunch of jam games is fun, but not the easiest. So, it's Friday. I'm doing Friday things. I'll get around to it, so. No, my mental's better. Not grumpy about my inability to overcomplicate a project. That's really what happened, is I just overcomplicated things, so. The Great Rat Plague, the spreading death of the foreign curse. These are names we give to the disease that bloomed briefly, taking tens of thousands of lives as it spread across Crystal from home to home, town to town, preferring neither rich nor poor. The capital city of Dunwall suffered the most, settling so thickly by both people and rats. Many feared the plague would spread to Serkonos, but even beyond the naval blockade affected at the time, several factors kept the sickness from reaching our shores. First, in Serkonos, the population of disease-carrying rats was kept in check by blood flies. Natural enemies, rats are known to feed on the blood fly larvae, and fully mature blood flies lay their eggs in rats. Second, it's simply true that Serkonos are healthier than most. With the best foods, morning constitutionals, and a strong work ethic, we have some immunity to diseases that afflict less vibrant folk. Oh boy. Lastly, mining dust was found in trace amounts of Serkonos even during the time of Dunwall's Great Crisis, and that dust played a critical role. It's true that the plague was spread by rats, but some natural philosophers now believe that it was also carried on wind currents. As such, we can be thankful that in addition to bringing us wealth from silver, the mines also protected us from the greatest plague in living memory. If you think you need more games, you're beyond disappointed. What, you saying I can't take a break on Friday? I gotta work on a thing? And then, then when Borderlands rolls around, no game there, no break there either. No breaks ever. No breaks on this train. I think I would go a little nutty. I like a slow pace. I like to chill. I like to relax. I will get there when I get there. Which means I most likely won't get there, but that's fine too. GMTK Jam was a break. Yeah, I don't know, like stressing for a few days and then going back to stressing about something else
Otherwise,
feels
she's the only one who knows how to gather black mandrake root.
Now you're gonna make me feel bad just for playing a little bit of a different game. Guilt trips do work. That is very much what my mom likes to use that to make me feel guilty for doing things. So probably the problem is that it's stressing me. What's stressing me? The game jam, or the making a game, or what? The making a game, I kind of assume it'll just take me forever, and that I don't know. I've never said both things are stressing me. Well, there's good stress and bad stress. Like, I think the jam was kind of good stress, and yeah, participating in the jam and working on Plunk. I mean, it's just game design and game development. I do find stressful as much as I find it fun. But I think that's good creative work. It stretches you, so. And I think even attempting creative work that turns out bad also stretches you. I keep wanting to say that the jam game turned out bad, but it turned out fine. I was just hoping for a little better than fine. But you can't win them all. At least I can't win them all, personally.
I am hungry to whisper into the ears of the oracular sisters.
My influence grows. Last night, I walked through a dream with one of them, and we drank
Is that a
from
painting to
fountain
steal, or
that
is that just a painting?
Ashworth is influencing the oracular order.
You managed to hear that?
He continued to tinker with the lenses, thicker, thinner, more opaque.
Is this Ashworth? I
It
don't
was tiresome to watch. I still
even
had
know
the
where I am
lenses
and what I'm
and
doing.
cast-off parts piled in my workshop, but Jendash finished some time ago. The rest is up to me, learning to use the machine. A tricky thing, touching the void through such a device.
Okay, I can't hear any of that anyway.
I look forward to using it myself once you're
No, I kind of just thrive in the disappointment now at this point. Yeah. My mom has expectations of me that I continue to disappoint on. And if, you know, other people in my life are also disappointed in me, well, that's just gonna happen at this point. I will just continue to try and continue to fail. And continue to try. One must imagine Sisyphus happy. I've set it to craft a new bone charm, and I hope it have it blacken. In keeping with those of greater power. It will complement the one I've been carrying since finding it in the mausoleum in Alba. Though it's rare to make others touched by the void, summoners beware. For as long as I carry that bone charm, the rats and vermin will turn against them. And the new bone charm, if it works, will shield me against assassins. I'm working on my protective charm. I've taken the Tivian gray bone recipe and altered it using much more burdock root. The instructions are vague and the safeguards it offers are weak. Neither chamomile nor nasturtiums added to the mix give me the right effect. They perfume the air quite nicely. I feel well protected from the unpleasant smells, but not much else. I finally got it. Hellbore, of course. Fermented and reduced over a low flame. Its red to achieve this effect where bone charms turned darkest black. As I wanted, I'm warded against the fire bullet or bolt from an assassin's weapon. The initial shot that would fell me will instead change to blood flies in an instant. What's all that now? Mostly now my thoughts are consumed about, like, maybe I should go work on a game. Maybe I should never take a break. Maybe I should just stress myself until I collapse. Gotta get that grind set going. We're grinding the stream, that's the thing. Okay, what was the thing I picked up? You could take a good break when you create a Steam page for Plunk. Yeah. Reward yourself after you do the thing, not say, hey, let's do the reward now. I think part of that is that when I've pushed myself to like, okay, I'm going to stay up all night and get this assignment done, I did worse than if I just went to bed and did the assignment in the morning. Like, I tested that in 2 different scenarios, and I did much better when I slept and took a break and then did the thing, which is why I'm so precious of taking a break. Because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go run, and then I ran for 5 days, and then on that Friday I went and tripped and fell and hurt myself, and was like, okay, no. Apparently I need to take a break, so... This is why I'm precious about taking a break. I know what's best for me, for sure. I don't. I don't think I've ever figured that out. I figured out some things that are better for me. And it's also, do I do them? Is also the question. Where it's like, okay, now that I have this ability to just press a button and the desk goes into standing mode, I do use the standing part a lot more, so... Sometimes it's a matter of, like, getting, like, figuring out a better, workflow. Yeah, see, now that's, I'm glad I could articulate as to why I feel kind of precious about taking a break, is because I've tried to push myself before, and I tend to break as opposed to bend, unfortunately. And I also don't feel like I'm in any rush to finish a thing. I'm more interested in the journey of making a game than I am in the completing a game. Which means most likely I'm never going to finish anything, and I continue to not, but... I am still heading in a direction, right? Stumbling drunkenly towards something. When maybe if I just actually focused, I could walk towards a destination. Okay, what are the ones that I have? Also, I want more of these. Upgrade your gear at the black market shops to unlock more slots. Move slightly faster in stealth, mana regen. Killing blood flies or rats restores health. Oh, I don't need that. The food one is better. Yeah, where's the food one? Oh, the mana regen underwater I wish worked, but it's so slow. It's not useful. Okay, yeah, there was just a lot of these that were... Thought because I got some stuff working on Plunk, you'd be more excited about it. That's usually what happens for me. No, I definitely am. I'm definitely excited about it. But also... I don't know, it feels like I hit some kind of mountaintop, and I'm not immediately ready to go run up the next mountain. I'm also the kind of person that likes to savor a victory, which, again, slows me down a bit. Well, it's the timing of it, too, is the GMTK was... Like, I finished something, and then GMTK happened pretty shortly thereafter, so... I was like, okay, we're focused on that, so... Yeah, that's what actually would happen with Loopwalker. Wasn't planning on participating. Yeah, I was gonna say... Yeah, I thought you weren't actually going to do it, and you're like, oh yeah, if you do this, I will make this. And then you went and made it. Man, I feel so dumb, because I'm realizing now, like, in hindsight, after the fact, that, like, doing a clock roguelike, just focusing on that score clock and just getting rid of any of the ring toss stuff would have been so much better. I've just got so many ideas for that now, and I'm like, well, Jam's already finished, it's all done. You done goofed it. Replace. Okay, what's the... These are bone charms. Where's my... thingamabob? The other thingamabob. Oh! The bot. Because somebody was saying that the links there on my bot were wrong. Which I could believe. No. Okay. It's fine. It popped up for me. Unless Linktree, unless some of these links in here are wrong, which that could be true, but I wish I had time to help. Wish I had time to help you with something like that. Probably an easy thing to implement, and I overlooked something. No, and I think I also just got sucked into so many different rabbit holes where I'm like, oh, now I'm gonna model out some grass, and then spend time putting some grass on the ground, and then I'm gonna try to get the circle of pegs going instead of just sticking with the square that I had. And then, oh, rings. I didn't realize the collision on rings was gonna be so much more difficult. And then the stupid score wouldn't, like, spin correctly, and then it was just, none of it was easy. Yeah, I was gonna do a post-mortem on it that says, no, make an easy jam game, don't do it like I did, where I keep trying to overcomplicate everything. You think I would have figured it out, but... Stublight, it was installed, and the first thing you see is just you lose because it spawned inside of a ramp. I think my friend was messing with how the ramps spawn and stuff. So, we both kind of hit a point of giving up on it. Kind of. It was just like the physics were a lot, and everything was that polish step was not really happening. And each time somebody was like, "Oh, let's work on it," the other person was like, "Well, I'm busy doing something other." So, we were kind of hoping to just put it out in some way, shape, or form, and not necessarily put out a good game. Just a game. Just have a launch and a release. Yeah, making stuff is just hard. That's the curse. I feel compelled to make stuff. I don't feel compelled to make good stuff. And because making good stuff is hard. That's, What are these? These look kind of shiny, but also... don't know what those are. Yeah, I meant specifically the clock. Because I lost almost a day to that thing. No, I lost a lot of time on a lot of weird rabbit holes. The clock did take a lot of time, and then I gave up, and it's just embedded in the middle of the thing anyway. So... yeah, and it didn't help that I was just getting grumpy and stuff at that point, too. Like, that doesn't help the ability to make stuff and do stuff. I keep getting more and more ambitious with every game, kind of, where I'm like, oh, I could do 3D modeling now, let's do some 3D modeling. And I really should just say, okay, let's take everything I know to now make the simplest game. Okay, it just would not let me get out of there. Who dat? Okay, let's stay up on top of something. Man, and even after articulating the fact that, like, no, this is me taking a break and I need a break, I'm still gonna feel guilty. I'm still gonna say, I could be working on something right now. If you're so excited about this game, why don't you go make it? Because I'm also very afraid that I will run into the fact that I am not good enough to make it. That might also be the thing. If the idea just lives in my head, I can't goof it up. I can't diminish it with its implementation if it continues to not exist. Not a healthy mindset, but not an easy one to get away from either. Wow, I have so many of those elixirs. Okay, let's... yeah, chug one of those. I just picked up another one. Raw whale bone? Oh, a lot of it. And some angelfish scales. Wow, it's it's so cool having a nice fancy computer. And processed whale. Oh man, this was a juicy little corner here. And a bunch of nothing in there. Oh, here's a question. Wait. Oh, wait. Okay, I got an idea. How about I brainstorm about Plunk while playing the game? Does that count as working on the game? So, my question is, so it's if it's a roguelike. Oh, and then ads happen anyway. Okay, I will take the ad break. That and... Okie dokie. So the question is, if I'm making a roguelike, so far I have the balls are the little pieces that you move around to get to the goal, which is the hole and or the little flag. But The question is, what should I make the upgrades? Because I'm thinking a lot of roguelikes just do random nonsense as upgrades. But something like Velatro does jokers kind of thing. Like, it has a little more... like, the jokers are kind of... they spread out into a bunch of random nonsense. But also, they are all jokers. I mean, Velatro also has, like, cards as a theming, too. Yeah, and so I suppose something like Hades does the boons. So, like, the upgrades are boons from gods. But then when I was looking at, like, Binding of Isaac, it's just like, here's a dead cat and an eyeball and other random nonsense. So, I think upgrades should change the rules a bit so that they're interesting. Yeah. No, I think that's some of the best upgrade stuff is a la Balatro, where it says, okay, if you play less than 3 cards, you get like an extra mult and stuff. I think that is some of the best design, where it basically gives you a side quest and rewards you for doing that side quest. I don't know where the closest thing is. I don't know where. This place is just massive and interesting. Yeah, so the 2 questions is, I want something somewhat thematic, because I have balls as the play piece, and there's a lot you can do with balls, like different kind of sports balls and stuff. And then the items that manipulate it, like the bumpers and stuff, might be something like pinball and like another like other like sports items and stuff. But then I'm not entirely sure what I would want to do for the upgrades and things. Really like the fish box. I probably did come across that upgrade. I played Loop Walker a few times, but I don't entirely remember that one. I don't know what these things are. Coloring on them scares me. Also, those look like traps or something. I don't know what those are. What about paints? Oh, that's the other thing too, is that, well, and I know I definitely want to do different color balls, as in, like, that's one of the mechanics, is like yellow balls score better kind of thing, or just like different color balls score in different ways. But and I was thinking the paint mechanic, how does that work? Right now, just cosmetic. I don't entirely know how that would work. I mean, I could do it something like, if a ball rolls over like some green paint, it turns into a green ball and then spreads the color and stuff. But right now, I don't have like a major gameplay mechanic idea. I'm mostly just thinking cosmetic, but... And that's something I want to mess with too, is like having the upgrades be... I keep doing that.
I only tell you this in the hope to make easier our farewells.
Let's cancel this and let's hit save here before I mess something up. I think it being cosmetic is an awful idea. No, and not necessarily purely cosmetic, but like I said, it's the transition from kind of a sandbox art tool to like actually a roguelike. So I haven't, like I said, that's why I haven't fully figured out what I would want to do with the paints. The game should have to do with paint. Well, okay, yeah, the original idea was a Rube Goldberg roguelike, and I thought the paint mechanic was too cool to drop. But I didn't know exactly how to marry those 2 ideas. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. It's just don't know exactly what I would want to do. Okay, so these are ghost dogs? Wow, and I'm just immediately dead. Good to know. But I think I also want to do, like, physical on-the-board kind of upgrades and stuff, too. Because I know a lot of games do the, like, here's a list of trinkets off to the side of the screen. And I feel like I have... Okay. I guess this is a good test to see. What is this? A do? Does this alert people of my presence? You attack me? You attack me. Okay. That gets me past that over to here. It was alerted of my presence. I guess that's fine. It's just a tentacle. It's not, yeah. I just got swiped. I'll just grab that. One with a high score and something potential score. Yeah, it's not supposed to be it's not really a finished game. We just kind of said, hey, let's just release it if we can. So that was the attempt there. Oh, I tripped over the fire there. So some paint-based games, either one, you need to paint the given areas to certain colors, or two, you need to paint a percentage of the map. Yeah, because I know that would be... It's like, has anybody ever done like a tactical Splatoon? Oh yes, I've seen a tactical Splatoon. I can't think of the name of the game off the top of my head, but I know I've seen a game that did like a... the goal was to capture a certain amount of territory by moving around, essentially. Yeah, I'd have to see if I can find that again. Yeah, but I definitely wanted to mess with that for like a marketing thing too. If like I put somebody's pixel art into the game and then I paint it out and then say, hey, check out somebody's cool pixel art, while also it markets my game. I think my eraser idea was fun too, to explore a little prototype I made. Oh, the pinball painting game. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I already have like the white balls, which kind of erase stuff now too. I'm just very intimidated with how big this level is. Which is why I'm going through it so slow, because it's just every single room is like, holy heck, this is just a big level. Gee whiz. Puzzles could be around paints, erasing each other, or at least mixing and ruining the puzzle. Yes, no, that is very much a direction I kind of want to head with it. That leads back outside. I lost. This is why I keep whipping out the heart, because I'm like, where's a nearest rune and or bone charm? So that I have some vague sense of direction. Is there one over there too? Maybe we'll try going for that one. But yeah, I do want to keep the painting as a mechanic and as like a gameplay mechanic too. But as of right, I can't jump down there with the far reach? Dang. I think I found some unintentional stuff. Do you want an honest review and feedback with suggestions for Stunt Blinded, or just leave it as it is? Both. I do want some honest review of, you know, how bad is the game? Because I know it's not good, but I would like a sense of how bad it is. And also, I don't know that we're going to change it. Like, there might be an attempt at some point. And probably should be before we actually release it. And that's why you do internal testing anyway. So yes. No, please hit me with the feedback. That's what the point of internal testing is. If it is in fact a bad game, of which I don't doubt it, I would like to know the extent of the damage. Being, I don't know, it's a vaguely interesting idea, but the implementation leaves a lot to be desired. The most common feedback I think I've gotten over time. Sort of interesting idea with a mostly uninteresting implementation. This level's too big. I'm just so intimidated. Oh yeah, write some feedback directly to me on Discord if that's fine. Yeah. If you don't want to... Well, yeah, that would be better for me to be able to just take the fully remember the feedback without having to worry about. Jeez, this just goes and goes. And none of it is outside either. I keep expecting to walk outside. And it's like I look up and there's the top of the building. It's so big and yet also isn't outside. I was headed in that direction? Kinda. Please don't teleport around. I don't want to get into combat. I just want to poke around. But the question I was kind of asking with the upgrade system is also, like, what should the upgrades be in terms of items and stuff? Because I think a lot of roguelikes just do random stuff. Like I said, like the Binding of Isaac and I think like Risk of Rain and stuff do. Here's just random items. Like a dead cat and eyeballs and... Well, I think even Loop Walker was just like, here's a fish in a cage and stuff. Ideally, I would like it to be a little more thematic, like I said, with Balatro is both A, Jokers, and B. I can't actually walk through there, can I? Okay, can I attack this? I can. It gets mad at me. So this just hazards? But, like before the upgrade system, you need to find out what the gameplay is, because again, you only have a toy to play with at the moment. Yeah, the full gameplay loop. I'm just realizing it's a big owl staring at me. But the full gameplay loop, what I want it to be is that the flags have some kind of goal that they're looking for, being like 3 green balls or like, you know, 6 balls. Not 6, but like 3 balls that have 6 as a score or something. So the flags have some kind of goal, and then the balls have some kind of, you know, type or number or whatever attached to them. Okay, I went through here. That's how I got in here. So then the gameplay being you have to figure out how to get the balls, of which probably a somewhat random assortment of balls from... Don't do that teleport noise.
Once called Copper Spoon, now Coldwin. My name is Delilah. I've bested the infamous royal protector and ousted his brat daughter to take her throne. Now come and let me bathe in the warm waters of your adoration.
Our Empress, the source of our strength and freedom. You're a fool to ignore my warning, Amelia.
It's funny that they're just
Who is
mocking
this
her.
addressing me by a false name? Cast her out of the city into the wilds. Or better yet, put her on a ship bound for Pandysia.
Brianna was with Delilah when you were sucking on your mother's tit. This is not a game to them.
Oh, fine. I was just bored.
I have no idea what to do with the colors. It's a big gap before you jump into upgrades. Decision on that could change the whole gameplay. Yeah, it's true. Oh, that's also locked. Get this one.
I can't wait for the month of knits. Fresh is so much better than dried.
Man, there's so many of those tentacles. Or plants, rather. Tentacle plant things. Well, I think the question of color is partially like a... How much of a focus do I want to have on the coloring aspect of the game? Because if I lean more towards a roguelike, I don't necessarily have to have it be a ton of focus on color. But if I say the level is paint the entire level green or something, or make a green box or something, yeah, that would change the... okay, maybe assign a number to each color, like pool balls, and if the colors of the balls change, they also change numbers. So you have to get the right colors / numbers for the flags. Yeah, I wanted to keep them separate, just so that I can have more play space, and that, like, if you want to get like a very it's the same like with Bellatra, where you can change the number on the card or you can change the suit on the card. And I very much wanted to try making them look like pool balls, but I did want to separate both the number and the color, so they're not attached. Okay, I thought it was over here. Was there anybody here? I mean, say, maybe areas are the goal, not flags. All depends on how the colors work. Well, and I think that also could be different levels, too. That some of them are, you know, color the territory, and some of them are the flag. Part of it is that the coloring is...
Must gather moss under a full moon.
could be
Seems like
more
never ends.
sandbox-esque. Did somebody see me? You don't seem to like me very much. The classic. Ooh, that's the wrong button. There we go. Okay. The classic. Use the knocked out person to knock out somebody else. Oh, and you've got a bed right here anyway. Sleepy time. That looks more like I removed some vertebrae so I could, It's a very uncomfortable way to sleep. Boy, with my lower back problems recently, that's, that would be hell. Okay. Much has been written on Theodonis Abel and his sons, but in her own quiet way, the Duchess Callis Abel made contributions to Serganos that will never be forgotten. A collector of artwork, she commissioned the painting Radanis Abel's Incongruence with Time from Anton Sokolov. It was a tribute to her late son, Radanis, who died at the hands of a deranged street scoundrel while studying abroad. The Duchess Abel was also an architect and busied herself with projects as varied as the building of the Orphans of Seafarers Academy and the installation of the marble flooring in the original Ducal Palace. The marble was a gift to the Abel family from the late Empress Jessamine Caldwin, who had the stone quarried from the cliffs of Redmoor. However, the ducal residence was raised to make room for the new palace constructed under the direction of Luca Abel. Substantially all the artworks and treasures from the old residence were lost or destroyed. Callis was a private person and rarely made public appearances. She died in her 57th year after a tragic fall from a balcony. Interesting. My suggestion with the number/color merging was also with color blindness in mind, which can make anything color-related more difficult or unplayable for certain people. Well, I think that could be fixed with textures. I was also thinking about messing with the textures of different balls and things too. Okay, so over here was the thing. Okay, J to acquire powers. Oh, that's what it was. This was the... I could buy things. I have 4? That's like not enough for anything. A doppelganger, dark vision, domino. Throw objects farther. Increase health. Block to defect projectiles. Yeah, brutal melee kills. That seems... As they die, it's if you kill enemies. I don't really throw stuff much. But if Elden Ring taught me anything, that more health is a good idea. And then health regen is improved. With the upgrade, the portion of your health bar that regenerates is improved. Regeneration occurs faster. I don't necessarily take a ton of damage, but I am the kind of person that will want more health. far reach. Pull enemies towards you and kill or incapacitate them in midair. Oh, that might have been what I was trying to get towards. Whoops. Okay, well maybe we do that. Yeah, I think it might be a bit much if all of the I think it might be a bit much if all the balls are both textured and have a number and stuff. Or like have a pattern that indicates what color the ball is, but it might not be too bad, and that's really only in the case of like a color blindness thing. Is if somebody wants to turn that on, they can. Okay, was there another thingamabob rune over there and a bone charm below me? I know how to get to that from over here, I think. I think I would need to see an example of how you imagine the gameplay loop to be to really throw out more suggestions at this point. Yeah. Well, because I think I've shown off... Oh, I came in here. I know where I am. I know who I am. I'm a dude playing a dude who thinks he's another dude. Yeah, I guess I keep saying that if you remove the enemies, it removes the challenge, and then I proceed to knock out enemies anyway. So, I very much could just go on a kill spree at this point, just to see. And also, did I not pick up that... Can I push? What a goof. Was that whalebone? It's just raw whalebone, just chilling. But also, I took damage somewhere, so let's also grab the health. There we go. What a goof. Yeah, because puzzle games are not the best candidate for roguelike progression. Because they're mostly fun when they're not procedurally generated. Well, it's interesting because I feel like there's a lot of roguelikes that are puzzles in terms of how to... like, you have a specific goal of... like, I'm only using 3 cards to score, but... Oh, this is locked from the inside. I was like, what was it saying that thing was locked? But to me, sometimes it feels like, okay, I have... It's like scenarios in Backpack Heroes, where you're like, oh, I want this upgrade, but I don't know how to fit it into my current backpack. And so you try to move around some stuff to try to get it to fit. And that's kind of the... that is a vibe that I want to hit. Because I do love a backpack hero. With that mindset, you could call anything a puzzle. Yeah, well, and that's kind of the strategic... well, it's the having multiple answers is kind of the puzzle kind of... Well, I think of a puzzle as having a single answer. I think of strategy as having multiple answers. And I want to hit a strategy kind of thing, but... kind of with the look of a puzzle game, sort of, but I don't know, because there's stuff like the Zachtronics games and things that, like, that's kind of the, not that I've played a ton of those games, but that is, I want to have that as a possibility, sort of. Procedurally generated puzzles are very much difficult to do in a way that works. Hexcel's Infinite somewhat did it, but I still prefer the handcrafted puzzles in that game. Reaching a score goal is not a puzzle in its core. It could have very puzzly elements in the path, but not a puzzle game overall. Yeah, that's what I want to aim for, is that it has puzzly elements, but is not a puzzle game. Like, and because I think it's very much going to look like a puzzle game and stuff too. But so that's a good way to put it, is that it's... I want it to have puzzly elements, but not be a puzzle game. Yeah, okay, no, when I see stuff like this, this just super cool alternate history, like, sort of stuff that, yes, I think Dishonored is a second video game obsession. How do you imagine a procedurally generated level? Can you give us an example? Because when you say the ball needs to reach a goal, that's a puzzle game. Well, there would be a lot of space, so would you say like something like golf is Clyde the Gnome with a gnome emote? Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. This is one of those like hold everything. We gotta go see what this person's profile looks like. Well, I guess you know, with permission kind of a thing, or if if they want to say more. But yes, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. I can dig the. I've found my audience. I found another person with gnome in the title, which is funny because I was looking a couple times at like Steam stats to see other people with gnome in the title, and there are a few people that do have some amount of following, but also have kind of stopped streaming. I know there's also Gnome Ann, but have not watched a lot of that content. And I think that's more like sciencey educator. At least that's the vibe I got, but I'm not sure. But definitely a hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Okay, I have all sorts of crossbow bolts. I don't need more. I also have all sorts of health. So imagine Big Ol' John. You need to reach the score goal, and buying the right pieces and synergizing relics is the puzzly bit to it. Same with Loot Walker or Ballionaire or Loot Plot. Yes, that's... I agree. That is very much the... So yes, this would be very much, I need to prototype it so that either I can explain the idea or realize that, as with many things, my ideas are not as good as I am hoping that they are. So it very well could be that the idea of get a ball from place to place is not necessarily super interesting. I don't really want to push a button if I don't know what it's going to do. Report employee infractions to the management office. Oh, it's like, also, if you want more gnome content, I stream most days of the week. Also, I found the side quest. This was the side quest item. So, can I hack this security thing? Seems, now that I'm seeing the side quest thing, it seems like I might want to hack it. Oh, okay, big blue thing as opposed to big red thing. I like it. But I suppose I should say another touch point for, like, a roguelike that has that puzzly design is Backpack Hero. So that's just another FYI, is that, like, I want to have something that has somewhat of that Backpack Hero vibe. So, because you don't want it to be a deck builder, like you have a deck of pieces and balls that you can place. No, that is a possibility too. Like, I would be somewhat interested in that as well. Because I had the idea of, like, if you could rearrange the balls within a pipe before you send the balls through the pipe, that would give you some bit of... Am I not in the security room? Oh, I just keep walking through the air vents. Ah, okay. I didn't even check. I didn't even realize that this was locked. That's funny. Okay, but at least now I have the key to get out of here. But no, I had thought about, like, you could buy different balls, and when you put them in the pipe and reorder them, could also be somewhat of that deck building aspect. And I was partially thinking about upgrades just because I was just trying to think about more pieces of the game. And it was trying to figure out that full gameplay loop of like, is there enough of an interest in a puzzle to say, okay, this pipe is going to be spitting out a yellow ball, a green ball, and a blue ball, and I want it to go like bounce off a bumper and then go to a yellow goal. But then how do you get the other two balls somewhere else to their directions? I had thought about doing an item that separates the like different colors and stuff too, so you can have them going different directions. How do you control the goal if you have endless possibilities of pieces you own? Reaching the flag doesn't make sense to me. Sorry, I just can't connect the dots. Let's also pull up another touch point here in that. So another point of inspiration here is also marble drop. So in marble drop, you modify the different. So you have you're trying to get the different marbles to different locations. Oh, how to make a marble drop game? Interesting. I'll watch that. But this might be a bit much. What is that awful noise? This isn't like free, is it? This isn't like I could just play marble drop? Maybe? Seeing how it's on the Internet Archive, I'm not gonna download that. And this is something else entirely, right? Yes, this is something else entirely. Okay. Marble drop video. Do they... I want like the first level, not... We'll do this one then, I guess. Okay, but as you can see here, but isn't that a puzzle game? Well, and that's what I was hoping, is that the having different pieces that you could place on the board to then kind of a little more open-endedly. I don't know. So you're saying you don't think that there's a space for doing something a little more like Zachtronics, but a la a roguelike or something. Also, it is ads. And actually, I keep hydrated enough that I'm like, yeah, I might actually take the ads. Okay, okay. And I didn't have like a specific Zachtronics game in mind. Like I said, I haven't actually played any of them. But my understanding of a Zachtronics game is that you have some kind of end goal, and that you can build any kind of goal to reach that end goal, or any kind of machine to reach that end goal. Which is really just making me say I probably should play a Zachtronics game. I think it's a little loud, but that's okay. Oh, there we go. But like I said, I feel like Backpack Hero also has some of this kind of energy, but is a roguelike. So that's what I was a little afraid of, is that the lack of words was meant that there was a thing being dumped in there. I don't really understand what the goal is, really, in the game. Puzzles always have a solution, so how would it be clear that there is a solution if it is procedurally generated? If you make that too open, then it just becomes bland, because the puzzles end up too easy. If it then instead relies on a score thing, it's less of a puzzle game and more of a strategy optimization game. The Zachtronics games are procedurally generated. Well, and like I said, I wanted to end on a less puzzle game and more strategy optimization game anyway, because there is a lot of marble puzzle games. So the idea was to not do yet another marble puzzle game, and to do something, puzzle-y, but not a puzzle game, not a specific solution to a problem, but roguelike games are usually about breaking the game with clever upgrades or synergies. That's what you need to be focusing. Yeah. Okay, so then what let's just throw out any of my ideas for right now and say, based on ball rolling around a board and bumping against things, what would you aim for as if you were to make it a roguelike? What would be the goal being imagined there? None of my get it to the whole kind of gold nonsense and stuff. Oh, a chloroform bottle. Presumably already used. Yeah, because I think that, like, there's... The easier, more obvious answer is well, like, each time a ball bounces off a bumper, the score increases, and then you just gotta get the highest score. So, yeah, strategy high, score-based game where score is based on chaos. Yeah, which I do want to play, like, Nubby's Number Factory at some point and stuff, too, so... Tempted got inspired by Big Ol' John and started making a pinball roguelike. You can buy pinball pieces and place them on the level and try to beat a score. So it sounds like I very well, and that would be an easy place to start too, is to just say, hey, bounce the balls around the board using whatever pieces that you get to get a high score. So I could definitely start there, if that is what would be more interesting. I mean, me personally, I like an excuse to have some kind of build. So, like, for me, if it said, oh, here over here is this yellow goal. If you go to this goal and put a yellow ball in it, you get some kind of bonus. Then it gives me a starting place for, okay, I want to make a build that is focused around like yellow or something. That might be what I'm trying to get at with the different, like, here's this goal, here's this extra bonus. And that's why I put, like, the little pinball, or the bowling pin, rather. Yeah, that might have been what I was trying to get at, was just having some extra, like, bonus goals that are around the stage. So, like, for me, this would be some extra points. So you're incentivized to, like, okay, I want to hit these pins to get extra points. So you have some excuse to make the ball go to a certain location. There we go. Soon, soon, soon. Which I feel this is somewhat, I really should, that's what I should be doing right now, is playing Ballionaire and Nubby's Number Factory and others. Yeah, okay, this is reminding me of what you did for Biggle John, so that makes sense that, and this is, like, a starting point too, of, like, I could do that direction too, if, like, the score goes up based on, you know, can you bounce it against as many different bumpers as possible. But yeah, the core problem that I was wanting to solve with the trying to have some kind of goal was just that you have some kind of reason for putting a... Oh, that's fun. The wallpaper, probably like a heat and a water thing caused the wallpaper to peel. Oh, and I guess if this was attacked by witches and it hasn't been, yeah, of course having a grid-based system, you'd be way more puzzle-like anyway. Yeah. But yeah, no, if you guys are all scared and confused of having some kind of goal system, and say just go for some kind of high score, that's obviously an easier point to start with, and then I could try my, go figure out some specific goal too. I just want to get away from numbers as the be-all answer to, be-all end-all answer to everything. I find it uninteresting to go for the highest score as possible. I like it going for a specific goal. So... that's also where I'm coming from there, too. Yeah, I can discuss different goals if you're not happy with the score goal system. Like painting the map is one of them. Yeah, no, I entirely want to mess with that as well. But yeah, my other reason for hesitation is just the, there's so many games about optimizing for the highest score that I think it'd be more interesting to do optimize for a specific goal.
Jindosh is an ally, an agent of the Duke, gifted in the ways of natural philosophy. Together, they've built something that can pierce the void itself.
I've never seen Brianna work with machines. She's always relied on precious bones and ivory, carved in a room with no light.
I was gonna say, I can never see these people.
Blood, not lenses and silver cogs covered.
But boy, can I hear them just fine.
This is a special endeavor, important.
Still below me?
You think no one can harm us, but the Overseers and the Sisters of the Oracular Order are fanatics, dedicated to stopping us from living the lives we want.
So why use their own machinery? These
I'm in the line of sight of somebody. I was a little afraid of that. I was like, I'll just hold the door closed. Dadgummit. I don't feel like fighting you. Oh, have I been here already?
You don't stand a chance.
You took an entire explosive to the face? That's crazy. Okay, let's just reload. There we go. What is that? Blocking you from painting the level. We can answer that first. Yeah, so there's like, oh boy, some kind of walls or, I mean, obviously the easiest answer would be some kind of walls, but, or holes, I suppose. I should have saved again. Whoops. I just got so interested in actual conversation instead of gaming. I keep doing that because it feels like a safe thing to do. To look through the keyhole before. Oh, I didn't get very far. I didn't get very far out of that room there. So, so the level starts with procedural walls. Well, and that's, well, I guess if you're doing the high score thing, you don't necessarily need like the walls and stuff either. That could just be the items that you have to place to bounce the ball around, like just the upgrades that you start with. Oh, and the reason I was trying to go down. Well, okay, then maybe I go back to that other room and try to go through there. Just because I've cleared this out a little bit. Man, these little sleeping nooks are just such a fun idea. Okay, yeah, so that's where I was saying that this is just below me. Oh, you're mad at me. Okay. So the same empty level every time? Well, I don't know that you would want to do the same empty level every time. Well, I think it's mixing that, like, idea of optimization puzzle, where I'm like, I don't think Zachtronics starts off with a, you know, partially filled level. It just says, here's the goal. And then you have to figure out how to, make that. And just the area percentage you need to fill is increased. That's a way you could do it. Yeah, no, I think painting some kind of picture specifically is a more interesting answer to that question as opposed to just like a percentage fill. Yeah, okay, I see some kind of spooky ghost dog thing. Is that an actual, like, dog, or is it just... That is a dog, isn't it? Let's... Actually, can I... No, I very much cannot. Can dogs go through doors? Teehee. There we go, dogs cannot, in fact, go through doors. I think you're trying to combine unrelated stuff. It sounds far-fetched to me. Well, and it's because I want to have options for doing all sorts of different things. I don't know. There's just so many things you can do with a ball and a grid and a like color and stuff that it is kind of narrowing down to like, okay, what specifically do I want? Oh. I didn't hit save at all, did I? Are you a ghost dog? Are you... Yeah, okay, you're gonna respawn. I guess we save that. I don't care that much, but... Well, and I think that's why I wanted to lean towards starting with some kind of just painting and color sandbox kind of thing. Was just to explore the options that are available. Which very much is sounding like, okay, that's just too many ideas to try to cram into a thing, but that's where the thing is, isn't it? Yeah. naturally. Is there a key nearby? So you're saying either ditch the roguelike bit and make it a puzzle, or stop thinking about hard-coded puzzles like painting a pixel art picture or balls needing to go into holes. So you're just saying that's too specific for a goal on a roguelike. I mean, the intent was not to have it be one singular goal, was to have it be multiple different goals, and like you could pick whichever ones that you want to actually accomplish. Like I said, it's like the jokers in Elatro give you essentially give you different goals to go after, where it says, oh, okay, like part of your build is, you know, I want a bunch of hearts. At least the way I'm thinking about upgrades and stuff is that ideally it gives you a reason to do like a specific thing. Because I know that's something like Hades, where a lot of Hades, it felt like I was just picking up boons to pick up boons. I didn't even see this guy. Do you happen to have a key? You don't say loot, do you? Use cliffside outside office window to get over the fence. Drop down and enter basement through the delivery door. Special displays on the second floor. Go through security room, grab a Roseboro prototype. Don't forget to disable the alarm. Easy money. Again, I did it backward. I proceeded to go do that, and then find the note that told me how to do it. So I guess the hope is that I make some of this stuff, and then that will, holy heck. Yeah, okay, this is another reason why this game is, gonna be an obsession. The Future is Wild did a thing of the giant tortoises, as in, like, animals are going to evolve in the future, and their assumption was that like millions of years, I don't remember exactly what their timelines were, but that there was a possibility of giant tortoises. Also, that's a witch dancing around with the blood flies, meaning that might also be a blood fly.
I'll be her favorite when she sees what I can do with a bit of cat fur and a bone from a drowned knight's leg.
A fine mist, my dears.
Oh, don't tell me. Ugh. Don't give me a look in there, but I can't actually go in there through this hatch. Oh, bugger off. I'm not gonna break it because that'll also... Oh, look. Ask, complain, and you shall receive. Ask and you shall receive.
Why am I
I
always
need
the
to be
one who
clipping
has to
other
get
stuff. I
involved?
already have that as a clip. I say that one a fair bit.
They always send me.
That's multiple witches. But if you're saying to either ditch the roguelike bit or ditch the
Wasn't my
ideas that aren't compatible, I would be more interested in ditching the ideas that aren't compatible. I think I would want to head more towards a roguelike than a puzzle game. Yeah. I knew just any kind of looking around was gonna... Somebody miffed. Yeah, I'm always getting spotted. Okay, this is the basement. Is that a guy they put on display, or is that... Did I wander my way over to a different goal? Or something. What the fluffin' heck?
Let's have a look around.
Man, it's been a long week.
Let me help you.
I'm pretty sleepy at this point. I'm like, do I?
Something's off. Pretty sure of it.
I kind of want to. Oh, that's not okay. Just freak out and scream about the bugs a bunch. I was hoping you could sneak under the turtle. That's neat. That's feeling like it's allowing me to do that because of the geometry, even not just the, not that they hard-coded that kind of thing. Okay, I don't have a key for that. Is that on one of the witches? Or do I find that somewhere? There's also all the blood flies. Is there a key? Oh, and it is getting pretty close to 8 o'clock here too, isn't it? So, probably close to sleepy time for everybody. Maybe I do want to just cut it off at 8 o'clock and go to bed. Oh, I was like, I'm not moving. Who's moving me? The blood flies are... Either that or it just doesn't... It doesn't want me standing on top of this thing like this. Okay, it doesn't want me standing on top of the thing like this. I see a book there, too. I was just about to go explore. I suppose I'm not gonna go explore. So now I go upstairs, maybe? I don't have a map for this area, do I? Yes, I think I will cut it off in 15 minutes here. Mostly hashing out the ideas, saying like, kinda confused. Don't know if that's gonna work. Oh, well. Yeah, but if it's a fun toy to play with, maybe that's a success. I've given up on the idea of success. I'm just gonna keep making things and keep being disappointed. Well, and there's no way you can actually, if other people are defining your success, then progress is the only thing you can do. You can't actually determine whether something's going to be successful or not. Okay, I acquired this. I gotta go all the way back there? Maybe I do that. Maybe I end this by going all the way... Oh boy. You know what, let's save here. That I've gotten all the way down to this basement here.
Timing is everything.
And then see if I want to go find the shopkeeper. Oh! I'm thinking I'm in an entirely different level. No, this is just... I can't go out this way, can I? Because I won't be able to get back around to anywhere. I was like, I snuck into the grounds very high. I don't think I'm going to be able to sneak out of the grounds very low. On an unrelated note, I can finally understand serialization. Well, that's good. That's cool. I don't know that I've ever gotten that. Ooh, wait a second. Aha. I can do that for future self. There we go. there's a way back in or out. Possibly. Depending on the people that are in the way there. Also, oh, was this the thing where it was talking about sneak in from the basement? Maybe I'm going backward from the suggested route here. Did I just eat a rotten pear? That's, I guess some amount of health, possibly. Yeah, I keep expecting, like, coins. Fuck, did this in quarters somewhere? Oh, and there's people just immediately right here. Oh, this fountain. I was eyeballing this fountain because I was like, if I could...
So let's see. What was it?
Nothing. There's nothing there. Okay, maybe we go out the door that I just unlocked. Okay, so there was a way to sneak in through the fountain. I was eyeballing it. I definitely made it look like a thing. Yeah, there's just no easy way to get over that fence, right? There's just these guards just right there. Yeah, they're all guarding the entrance.
I wonder who that was.
Ugh, man, competent employees, bugger off.
Can't stay hidden forever.
No, I can't, but I can try. That's right. I stood on the point of a tree. The most graceful assassin. Not to be confused with serialization. For that, you only need to put a bowl and add milk. Oh, I guess I was eating Rice Krispies not too long ago. Yeah, I was into those sugary cereals there for a while before realizing, you know, that's a lot of sugar, ain't it?
There were no blue-jawed hagfish. River crust is more likely.
Did I ever go this way? Most likely I didn't because there's guards and people and stuff. Okay, you really don't want to go look at that, do you?
Damn. I thought I heard blood.
Oh, that's a
flies for
guard right there. They're just hanging out there even. Oh, there's no easy way to get back out of here. This is why I'm like, maybe we go on a murder spree. Yeah, because the far reach doesn't reach far enough. It's a reach, not a far reach. And then if I make noise falling off of here, I don't think that's going to help my case. I didn't save. I survived. Barely. Have I gone this way? Oopsie daisies, that's a person.
blood fly nests all around them. It's horrible.
Okay, now we save. I got the prototype. I didn't get out. It's not easy money, they lied. Okay. Are you... You guys aren't gonna be immediately scared of me, are you? No, okay, cool. Can I eat your rat skewer? I was like, you're not gonna care. You guys aren't eating that, right? Nobody's eating that. The princess needs to steal all your food here, just real quick. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I think Honey Bunches of Oats is still my favorite cereal. And that was one of those ones that like I was lying to myself that like, that's not a ton of sugar, right? Yeah, no, that one is still a ton of sugar. Yeah, it's always wild that when they let you sneak past one of the blockades. What? How did I walk right up to that trap and not trip it? Was there some kind of crossbow bolt or something? Okay, that one definitely went off. And yet still missed me. That's hilarious. Okay, let's not trip that tripwire. So you're already disabled because I tripped it already. I'm always surprised that I'm fairly good at not tripping the traps. Obviously not perfect at it. Yeah, it's like a little afraid of the tripping the trap there. Also, where the heck am I going? Where the heck am I now? I thought I already went into this secret side apartment. Okay, I did, and then I went down. Okay, shoot. That doesn't get me over there. The way I did this last time was jank as heck. And I don't think I can do that again. Not from this side here. Yeah, it was just out of reach. So I guess we go to the ground. Oh man. Oh, I forgot that was. Oh my goodness! What the heck? Why did it fling me like that? I haven't used that at all in forever. That is everybody. That is everybody is mad at me. I just need to get back. I don't know how to get back easily. Ruh-roh. Yeah, I was like this way. There's a guard that's immediately staring at me. Can I hop up onto the sticks there? The logs, rather? Come on. Come on, you know you want to sneak through the thing there just a little bit. I totally forgot about the, like... Wow, this has such sad range on it. Far reach my butt. A little further. Just a little further.
Never mind. Hey, who is?
It's so silly. This is not an effective strategy. Except it kind of is. The double knockout. By throwing a guy at another guy. This seems to work for me. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to work my way towards bed. And based on the chatter, it sounds like everybody else is sort of bugger off.
What in the void just happened? You hide your face, coward.
Ow. Head comet.
Come back here.
Maybe we just run. That's not the way to do this.
You've been found guilty.
Yeah, because that's... I never disabled that. Oh, and that's locked. Oh, I didn't unlock all of them, or just unlock the one? Ugh. Boo. Okay. You? There we go. Open up all the windows so that in case I make mistakes again, which tends to happen here.
Shot. Something unsavory going on.
Okay.
Getting good and drunk after this.
I knocked out some of these guys, right? It's just the witches.
Show yourself.
No, not all of these guys. Oh man, I'm just having problems. It's that time of the run. It's that time of the stream. It's that time of day where it's just all sorts of problems. Okay, now that's not the way to do this. Because now I'm gonna get stabbed in the butt again.
A shame. In that case, I have a proposition for you. Recover the Roseboro prototype for me, and I'll pay you the finder's fee and something extra.
I'll think about it.
Take a look at what I've got for sale while you think.
I've already been here and I've already done this. What
What
in
a
the heck?
pleasant surprise to see you again.
2 new upgrades. Hello. Also, hello. I was chilling with some Dishonored. I did that. It was I was having my ideas interrogated and found to be lacking. And now I'm just kind of tired and sleepy. We'll probably call it quits anyway, but thank you for stopping by. It's nice to see that some people were stopping by again. Yeah, on Monday I will be getting back to the game development stuff, but it's Friday. Friday is my day to chill.
All those valuable artworks locked up in the conservatory where no one can see them.
Or at least pretend.
Truly a shame.
Causes wolfhounds to flee, causes witches to flee. I just came across a bunch of witches. Let's do this one. Okay, I wanted to just start. Was that me doing that?
Visit again soon.
Did I, so that's why I got the upgrade. No.
Keep a close watch on your... Welcome back. Please, take your time. This is what I have for upgrading your equipment.
I did all that. I did the masterwork here too? I don't even know what the masterwork thing is here. I have the Roseboro prototype. I could have sworn that I got it already.
Take care
okay, then I'm very much gonna be at the point of just call it quits and go to bed if it's... What in the heck? Acquire the Roseboro prototype. Yeah, no, I went there and I did that. It listed this as a thing that I could do, so I went and did it. What? Did I not? That was part of my loop that I saved. Okay. We're getting. I'm getting very close to getting murder happy here. This is gonna be like a. Ain't nobody gonna survive my wrath. Okay. I already got the key for this. I went on the back side of this, and I could have sworn I had the key for that too. Okay, restart from last checkpoint. Maybe load game at the previous checkpoint. It's always a bummer that it reaches this point of like, I'm not doing stealth anymore. It's not happening. Okay, wait. Let's try not F9. Okay, escape, load game, autosave. That's the quick save and autosave. That's Clockwork Mansion. No, Royal. Quick save. You're the autosaves that literally just happened. And what is this quick save? This quick save is after I went through the Royal Conservatory. And this quick save is the start of... No, that was... Yeah, okay. That's like back in June. Oh no! So did I quick save and not... I quick saved next to the thing and then didn't... Bugger off! So I got all the way to the item and did not pick it up is what you're telling me. I did literally everything but pick up the item. Are you fluffing kidding me? I don't want to go do that all right now. Plus I was there already and you've saved everything except for the fact that I picked it up. I don't want to read... And then that's redoing all of the everything. Okay, no. Everybody's gonna die now. This is not happening anymore. I have so many tools for killing people. We are... killing. I don't know how to use these. I ain't never killed anybody. Yeah, and now we're going high chaos. Everybody's gonna die. I ain't taking this anymore. All the guards are gonna die. All the people are gonna die. So many people are gonna die. What in the heck was that? Bodies. Shoot. Yeah, that's why I don't like doing the kill people stuff, is because then you just get into the, like...
How could anyone do such a thing?
Your first time being a serial killer, you forgot your training. Which end of the knife do I hold? Wait, oop, that kind of hurts. I guess it's the other side. Oh gosh, now I'm stuck here. Yeah, like this guy. I brought him all the way over here because... And I did finally... I know the whole story. I did everything except pick up the prototype. Bugger off. And I alerted everybody getting over here. I could load the previous save. Okay, my options for loading saves are... awful. They're all awful. This is... I redo everything that I did this session. This is... I basically right before here. I did other quick saves, which is why this is all messed up like this. What do you fluffing mean, you dumb? Go ram it. It's late. And now I'm all grumpy because the things that I thought were things aren't things. Bugger off, you didn't see me. And then there's some guard over here that's like, hey, what are you up to? Nothing much, bud. Don't worry about it. There we go, okay. That apparently has some kind of...
Don't make me search the whole place. I don't have time for that.
Okay, you don't have to. Dadgummit. Mother flippin' heck. And then I did some jank stuff to get over there. I don't want to redo the jank stuff. Gosh dang it. As much as I love the game, it's real easy to get stuck in a loop of, like, this kind of nonsense, where it's like, oops, I oopsed a thing, and now I gotta flippin'... Yeah, now... Everybody now. Ain't nobody gonna see me disappear into this fountain, right? Oh, whoa. Wait, I could fish... wait, I could fish my way into there. I've never even used the... Is it Shadow Walk? Oh, dang. I don't have any of the upgrades because it's still so early. Which is wild because I feel like I've played so much game already. Okay. God, the flippin' prototype is so far in there. And I did all the things to go flippin'... It says I picked up all the runes and the bone charms and everything. How in the flippin' heck did I not pick up the flippin' thing? You dumb? I also don't want to call it quits and go do... Oh my goodness, that is everyone. What was all that noise? Okay. It's not up over here. Now I'm so lost. This is not the way I went. I went back through that. Shoot, this was not it. It's all the flies and everything. We're gonna end with a grand finale where I piss off everybody. And I run through everything. Shoot, I don't remember what the thing was. Wow, that's so cool. I can't hate the game. I can only hate the player. The game's too good. I go walk through a door and I'm like, it looks too cool. I'm too impressed. I never even went out to this courtyard. Yeah, you probably will tear me to pieces. Kinda surprised you can do this much just running around. I gotta watch it. I gotta watch a, a speed run. Holy heck, I am just not here right now. I really need to watch a speed run of Dishonored. Hey. This is what happens every time I play the game. I'm like, this is absolutely awesome. I goof something up. I save in the wrong spot. And then repeat. And say, why? Why is this the spot that you decided to remember? Was the fact that I still, for the third time, have not done the side quest that I'm trying to do.
The district is so quiet since the
You're also gonna die. Okay, let me try the kill everybody run again. Because I have so many flippin' things I can attack people with. If I could just... There we go. Remember what the button is to kill people. Okay, there.
This time I'll get you.
Yeah, okay, I didn't hit you in the head.
I'll cut you in.
You and mean it.
There we go. Okay. So now do I go this way and piss off all the guards, or do I go this way and piss off some of the guards? Some of the guards is better than all of the guards. You're still just chilling here, aren't you? Too bad. You're sleeping on your job too long there, bud. Okay, I want to go... That's... no, you didn't hear nothing. Oh, it doesn't reach that far.
I'll have a look over there.
I'm sure.
Come on.
Gosh dang it. Really? Nobody... I don't want to call it quits. I haven't...
She's wounded. Finish her.
I'm stuck. This entire week, I'm like, I want to do this one thing, and then I proceed to get stuck, not being able to do the thing. I just wanted to do this one quest, and I'm like, is it this guy? No, it's not this guy. And I dragged him across the entire city. I'm like, is it this side quest? Yes, it is. Did you pick up the thing? The one thing that he didn't save was that I picked up the thing.
Why do you cover your face? What do you want? Oh,
I want the game to save the fact that I did this side quest because I got all the way there. I'm so grumpy. I don't want to be this grumpy person, and yet I keep running into scenarios where I just keep expecting that past performance is going to be an indicator of future performance, because for many, many instances that was true.
Look over there.
Why, life? Why must you do this to me? Okay, more accurately. Why must I do this to myself? No, the consequences of my own actions.
It's just gone. Taken right from under their noses.
This is where I need to... I have that goblin version of myself. This is definitely a moment where I want to switch to the goblin version of myself. And embrace being like a mogwai.
I'll help you look around.
So instead of getting wet after midnight, it's just a being grumpy.
You can't stay
It'd be
hidden
like the
forever.
Hulk. Except to turn into a goblin instead of a very strong man. Oh, bugger off.
Won't hurt you.
There we go. Okay, I was like, this I cleared. I cleared every single blood fly out of here. So. The mask is calling your name.
I'm not in the mood.
I watched that movie, didn't I? I feel like I watched a movie of The Mask. There was 2 of those movies, wasn't there? Okay, and then there was this jank thing. Except now I know. Yeah, you can do that. You can use all the tools at your disposal, and I did it again! Oh, man, the Green Goblin mask from Spider-Man. Yes, that's a better... God balls, I'm back to... And where did this bring you? Back to me. The black market dealer who says, why do you hide your face? You're a black market dealer. What do you what kind of upstanding citizens are you expecting to be dealing with? Okay, now it's late too. Oh, it's only 8:15? I'm like this kind of grumpiness is the like it's 9:30 and I should have been in bed a while ago. It's only 8:15? I got this grumpy this early?
I'm not afraid of a howler.
Yeah, they're making all sorts of racket now, aren't they? Okay. Oh, bugger off. I wanted to get upstairs. Actually. Okay, this is where I want to go. Here. And I want to go over here. I want to go here. There we go. Then I want to go here. That didn't say that I did the thing. Okay. Now, I gotta remember that this flings you. I wanted to not do that, but... Only joined 15 minutes ago, but gaming can be a painful hobby sometimes. Well, you are catching me at the worst moments here. It was very, maybe not very chill. It was mostly, well, I think that's also what added to the grumpiness was. I said, hey, look at this game that I'm making. I think it's kind of cool. And the answer was, how is that going to work? And I'm like, I'm figuring it out still. Well, you didn't explain it well enough. Yeah, okay. Okay, then we go through this window. Right? I don't remember how I got in there. Shoot, I wandered around so much. And now I gotta re-wander around to go find the one, and now I'm gonna want to rush too. That's the thing. Is that your habits change entirely when you're not. And I saw I was creeping up through the tops of things. That's what it was. Okay, here. That dumb dad blasted mother flippin' thing I grabbed. I did. Yeah, it saved the fact that I have the security room key. It just didn't save the fact that I went here and I did this. And it disabled that. And then I grabbed this. Okay, it popped up with the... Okay, save. There we go. Also chug some water because that's a good idea. Also, it's been 2 hours. I'm gonna sit down. Why was I standing? Because I have a nice fancy standing desk that I want to use. And secondarily, my back has been hurting. And it's been helping to stand. So I've been trying to stand more rather than sit. I sit all day at the office. So because they don't have a standing desk at the office. Go to sleep, have fun. See, with me being grumpy while playing the game, that sounds more like a threat. That's a promise. Have fun. Or else, you better have fun there. But wanting to get one? A standing desk? Yeah, and I would suggest, now that I've had both the crank IKEA standing desk and a motorized standing desk, spring for the... You're gonna say it again. Have fun! I'll just interpret your tone there as... a directive, not well wishes, a demand instead. But yeah, after having both a crank IKEA standing desk and now my parents were nice enough to get me a nice fancy motorized standing desk, I spring for the motorized standing desk. It's so much nicer and easier to... I knew that was going to happen. But it's so much nicer and easier to use. I could just press a button and use the standing desk. Instead of having to spend time thinking about cranking up the desk. I get so much more use out of just pressing a button and using the desk than I do... What do you mean? I was behind a wall. A rock? That's your big plan there? Nobody has a gun for you? Kind of funny that this is working. To continue going this way and doing this. Man, the fact that I can play this so slow and that's a viable strategy, and yet there's so much you could do to play the game quickly too. Okay, were the witches still here, or did I kill them on this run? I don't know. I think I've killed them. Well, oh, maybe I haven't. I do still have ammo. Okay, now I've killed people. So who's fighting who? This seems to be unrelated to the person that I just shot in the face. This seems to be the gangs fighting the coppers, I guess. The guards. Yes. This gang. Oh. You had to do the door at the same time that I was doing this nonsense. This playthrough is gonna be so... I was gonna say so chaotic. That is their metric is chaos. But it's gonna be so schizophrenic. It's gonna go from low chaos, like chill and sneaky, to here's just maximum kill all of the everybody.
Why do you come? Welcome back.
I cover my face because I don't know what.
Prototype?
Your acquaintance didn't make it.
It is a risky line of work, I'm afraid, but let's not dwell. I expect you'll be interested in payment. First, your finder's fee, of course, and if you like, I can draw up some schematics based on the prototype, something you can use to modify your tools. And as a token of my appreciation, a discount at the shop.
A fair deal.
Oh, hell yeah. I finally did the flippin'... Ooh, look at that money. Giant silver ingots and... Configurable grooving? I can bust out different kinds of dance moves? Gonna forcibly read that wrong. I'm pretty sure that's... You could cut a new groove into something, but... We'll say it's cutting a rug instead. Okay. Oh, schematics, which was something that I could purchase from you or something?
Come in, my friend.
Ah, okay.
Always a delight to see you.
Which is either a piercing insult, can pierce multiple enemies, or using the spyglass. I forgot how to use that entirely. Crossbow has perfect aim, even when you change shots. Chaining shots? Interesting. Okay, maybe we start killing people at this point. I also killed the last boss there. Not even intentionally, but I did end up killing the last boss. This is what I have
for upgrading your equipment.
Did that not take? Do I not have 700 money? Yeah, I have so much money. Yes.
I'm certain you will be satisfied with your purchase.
Yes, thank you. Okay. Yeah, and then I had so much money because I don't think I ever upgraded at the black market dealer anyway. Okay.
And keep a close
so now do I call it quits because it's 8:30 and I finally had some success doing that dumb dad blasted mother flipping thing. I want to at least get back to where I was. That's really what it is. So I will get back to the conservatory and then I can decide if I want to go for another half an hour or if I just want to sleep. Which I might sleep. Honk chew sleep on that thing. Just straight up steal jokes from other VTubers.
I'm not in the mood.
Or I could just quote Northern Lion and stuff. That was funny when I'm like, oh, you know, let's watch some YouTube shorts before bed. And it came up with Northern Lion. Say it, just no context or anything. It just was Northern Lion saying, when you make a face, or when you do something so feastable, Mr. Beast gives you the Labubu stare. No context or anything. And then the comment was just like,
I saw you.
I just wanted to watch a YouTube short before bed. The short in question. Northern Lion does love his strings of nonsense, though. I love that Hanklerfish video of it's like the people from Star Trek encountering Northern Lion. That it's just him, just a bunch of quotes of him saying all sorts of nonsense. Can you reach the thing, please? Am I not dead? Sleeping so early. I don't think I've slept before 11 p.m. in a while. It is the summer to me. to be honest. Not only am I an old man who sleeps earlier rather than later, also 8:30, which is super heckin' early, is because I went to bed at like 10 o'clock the past 3 nights and was getting up at 5 o'clock, so I was just shaving more and more sleep off of my, I was shaving an hour of sleep off of my night every night for the past 3 nights, so I'm feeling kind of tired and kind of, also, what do you fluffin' mean? I thought I went through here, and I disabled all the alarms here, too. This is why I was a little afraid of using the quick save system, was because of the fact that I was going to be lost as to what saved and what didn't. Because I've been through here, and I've done this. But it didn't save the fact that I've been through here, and I've done this, because of the quick save system. Yeah, and this was this other side apartment, which I did that side quest now. So... I so lost. I also did turn off the indicators to tell me where to go, so... how old am I, if you don't mind me asking? I was very excited about the fact that I got 333 followers before I turned 34. So... I am currently 33 years old. For a few more months. I am kind of bummed that I typically do a all-day birthday stream. But my parents were like, hey, we're gonna come visit on your birthday. I'm like, oh. No all-day birthday stream, I suppose. Oh, silly, you forgot. Yeah, okay, so you were here for the, 333 followers before I turned 34. But yeah, I've heard that I do not look or sound like I am. Yeah, my coworkers were definitely surprised that I was not a college kid like they are. But yeah, because I'm also very small as a person, that I'm just gonna age all at once. I'm gonna go from being young to old, kind of in an instant, when I get gray hair. We'll see how long that takes. My dad has kind of some amount of gray in his hair, but it's not noticeable. But I know he definitely has a gray beard. We'll see when that happens. But he also does not let his beard grow out, so... Yeah, both of my parents actually do stuff to look younger. Yeah, because my mom dyes her hair as well. Yeah, that probably would also age me if I if I looked at my parents and saw what age they look like naturally, if they were, you know, without dyed hair or shaved beard. So 5'4" and feel teeny with other people. Do I not look like a garden gnome IRL? I was like, I could bust out my Instagram. I look like a garden gnome IRL. Like, not only do I love garden gnomes, but I am a hobbit as a person. So, I mean, I would say it breaks the immersion, but my actual face is plastered all sorts of places. So yeah, I guess you can't really tell how tall I am in that photo. Yeah, I don't have a big gray beard. We'll see if that happens, but my beard only grows out like the at the bottom. It doesn't. That's why it's shaved fairly short, is because like my mustache does not grow out. But yeah, I don't know if I have a photo of, like, there might be one of me showing off a game that shows how small I am in person too. But yeah, you're saying 5'4". I'm 5'2". Also, you're not saying centimeters. I'm like, wait, it's not somebody from Like somebody else who might be from the US? Who uses freedom units? Or uses dumb units? Oh, I guess there's more photos of just my face. But yes, I'm a garden gnome in person. To the point of somebody who was following me on social media was like, "Hey, are you this person?" And I was like, "Oh, yes, I am." that's kind of crazy that somebody kind of recognized me. So, okay, you are from England. I thought it was saying something about going to bed. No, we don't use football fields to measure things. Oh, I got a I got a new computer in the last like month. And I did switch the clock on my other computer to be a 24-hour clock and stuff, and switch the date time to be instead of the stupid month, day, year. I don't know why that one took off. I'm like, it should either be day, month, year, or year, month, day. But the whole month, day, year is just dumb to me. And that's what it defaults to. Okay, what the fluff was I doing? It's going over there. I'm going over there. Okay, do I remember what that was? So maybe let's whip out the crossbow instead of the running away. We'll snipe some people instead. We'll try some snipage. Oh. You seem to be fairly susceptible to crossbow bolts. That took multiple melee attacks. Neat. Oh, what was the... It was find out what Burn knows. I know what Vice Overseer Burn knows is the other. Yeah, okay, now it's 8:30 and I'm getting back into the game. I got over the hump of the confusion there. Did I not grab the rune and or bone charm? The shiny? There was a shiny down here and I thought I grabbed it. Oh, I didn't figure out how to unlock this. I just killed the dog and forgot to figure out. Oh. You just have to break the planks. Okay, and it is ads, so I will do a break for all the people that are, I say all, but looks like everybody went to bed, which is a good idea. We'll see if I do that. Okay. Ads are close enough to done. Yeah, and I was thinking I'll get this last upgrade because I realized, wait a second. It's not a locked door. It's a blocked door. There we go. Oh, kind of funny that you left click to do the sword in the right hand and right click to do the gun in the other hand. Ooh, and a key to the archives and a pyrosonic casing. Ah, this is a good place to stop by. Also, oh, I could have just snuck in here. How silly. Does having an ad blocker mean that you don't get paid for ads? As in it blocks the ads on Twitch? I don't know. Like, it might. That's something I would have to look up. I don't really pay attention because I don't, like, it's barely any money. Well, actually, no, I lied because I think I think I made $10 this last, just from streaming jam games and having a good, like, 20 people every stream. I think I did end up making $10 this month, so. Not, like, a ton of money, but yeah, I think it's cents per view, so. In America bucks. I guess bucks would be the... Yeah, that's good. Yeah, no, I don't typically have 20 viewers per stream. It's much more of the, like, maybe 3. So I'm getting closer to, like, $3 a month. Which is still... Well, and that's the last few months where I've actually just been streaming all the time. So... Which is something I would love to do. I would love to stream, like, literally all the time. But... Yeah, and I really should stream on the weekend, and I'm like, I'm probably gonna go watch The Naked Gun tomorrow, and I got chores to do, and... Yeah, every time the weekend rolls around, I just want to... I need to, like, prepare for the next week, despite the fact that it's a very good time to, stream. Because not a ton of people stream on the weekend. Okay, have I read this one? Yeah, okay, I've read this one. Oh, did I ever look at the map of this place? Oh, there. Okay. I think I've seen a good chunk of this just because of my running around here, but okay. How long? Yeah, I was gonna go for just another 20 minutes here. Well, okay, I just wanted to get this rune and or bone charm, and then now I'm gonna get lost on the... You gotta enjoy yourself still on the weekends, have fun with friends and stuff. Well, I moved to a place where I don't have friends around me, so that's why it becomes tempting to do streaming instead. Because in terms of, I moved time zones enough that my friends who are all night owls and me who is a morning person, just the timeline, the times don't line up. So this is my outlet for socializing. I've been talking to my coworker at work a lot recently, so that's only been in the last, like, couple months here. Otherwise, it's been a lot more lonely, which is why I've been wanting to do a lot more streaming. To try to have some kind of social outlet. Okay, this is... Okay, I am here in the basement. So out here is the delivery entrance. Then Over here is this mess, of which I need an archive key, which I just got the archive key, so I can get that last shiny over there. You'll make some new friends, you just gotta put yourself out there. Well, I have a lot of acquaintances around here, but yeah, and I've been on the East Coast for a full 3 years, and have not made... Even when I was living in the city, in Denver, I had acquaintances, but not like, hey, let's go do things kind of friends. So it probably requires doing stuff like meet up on a regular basis, but instead I just stream. I have more fun with the streaming and the game development and stuff. My need to create games is much stronger than my need for socializing, so the socializing doesn't happen as much. It's just hard to line up schedules as well, so yeah, because I've even floated it by my friends of like, hey, let's do another Jackbox night again, and that hasn't happened in a couple years now. I think it was like every like 6 months or so, but now I think it's been a couple years. So yeah, the last couple times that I've tried to like start a conversation on Discord, it has not happened, and I'm like, I don't know if people are busy or just apathetic or what, but but this is why I'm all online all the time. So, because I feel like some kind of outlet at least. Okay, I do want to stop the archive, and yeah, that's one of the things I'm scared about being an adult. It feels like meeting up with friends becomes a headache. And it depends on the person in the friend group, because I know talking to other people, like talking to my coworker, he was like, oh yeah, all my college friends play games, well, and also are unemployed, so that might help too. Like all of my friends are employed, and I know the one couple just moved into a new house and stuff, so yeah, so when people are a little further along on that, then that does become harder too. Yeah, I went and downloaded Tinder again recently as well, and it's just like, here's another single mom. Here's yet another single mom. And I'm like, I don't think I'm ready for a kid. Plus, Tinder just, nobody fills out the profile either. They're just like, here's 3 pictures, and that's it. It's just like, okay, Tinder sucks. But when I looked at the stats for dating sites, Tinder has so many more people than the other sites. So I'm like, I think it's still worth it to try to sift through all of the many matches that aren't going to happen to find the 1 or 2 that are. So yeah, I think I liked OkCupid there for a bit, and I tried eHarmony for a bit too, but it all ended up with like a date or 2 that didn't lead anywhere. So, and the kind of like the ghosting thing too, where it's just like, I say, hey, that was a good date, I'd be down to do it again, and that's the end of the conversation. Yeah, I think because of how small I am, that that's why the online dating would be harder, is because I can say that I'm a small person, but well, that probably also I think it hinders my matches. I don't actually know. I don't know if being 5'2" makes it so that I am well, I'm a 5'2" nerd man. I don't think that is a hot dating market. And I guess that's if you want just like dating and stuff too, as opposed to like a long-term relationship, but I don't know where I would find that. I don't even know where I can't even keep a friend group together, so. And this is why I stream. This is why I'm online, streaming all the time. So that I can talk, well, because I'm going to be talking to myself no matter what. Even if I'm not streaming, I always just talk to myself, so at least now it's recorded and there is a possibility of a response that's not just me. But I think it also means that people you meet will genuinely like you. Yeah, see, and it's because I know I could like lie on the dating site or something and put like 6'2" and be like, it won't let me change it to 5'2", or be like, oh, that was a typo. But I also wouldn't want to start with a lie anyway, just to get matches that I wouldn't be interested in anywho. So yeah, no. As I get older, I realize more and more that it's just a struggle. And that you cannot control when success will happen. You just have to keep putting in the effort, keep putting in the progress. That's the only thing you can do. Okay, the Roseboro prototype, which I got. I kind of ran through this. Yeah, I kind of went through the lobby. I briefly visited the greenhouse on the side here. That's the lobby. Yeah, this greenhouse, this like grand entrance. So I just need to get... I've seen these. I really just need to go up. That's all it is I just need to get up to the top here. You'll find somebody 100%. There's a lovely quote about building a garden to attract butterflies rather than chasing them. Yeah, yeah. And that's even what's happened with streaming, too. It's just like the more I stream, the more like I get a couple people, and then they're like, oh, hey, you can go raid over this person, and then, you know, raid over there a few times, and that's, yeah, so I've had a few people that I'm kind of growing the stream based on that. And that, you know, it might even be happening here with GMTK, is that they're stream to enough people that one or two people stick around. I know somebody was like, oh, hey, it's my yearly checkup. Like I played the game last year, and now it's like, oh, hey, it's a new year. Let's a new game. Which I'm fine with. That's, you know, even it's just some kind of recognition, even if it's not like on a crazy regular basis, is nice. It's fine. Oh, Diger Dial Storage Company. So it looked like it was trying to be Danger Dial or something. Okay, so the two spots I want to go to are the archive, which is just right over here, and then the office. Okay, can I play this like Valorant? Are you just gonna teleport into my crosshairs and then I kill you? Yeah, which tells you my touch point as opposed to Counter-Strike. Which I haven't played Counter-Strike either.
What's going on here? I won't let her escape.
Oh, one hit? Really? Yeah, okay, I can get my crossbow bolt back. Right arm. I shot a single shot and I shot your arm off? Dang, dude. Jeepers. Can relate to that. I followed a lot of small streamers after they played the GMTK game, but don't plan on watching most of them. Watching your stream is nice though, especially for some late night ambiance. Yeah, I don't know if my voice has a good late night vibe. I find my voice to be just a tad nasally. I know a lot of people say that like you hear your voice or that your voice is a little deeper than what people think. I think it's actually just a bit more nasally. It definitely sounds off, but I don't know if it's like how deep my voice is necessarily. Yeah, but in terms of energy and screaming and shouting and stuff, I try to keep it chill. It's funny. I do like some of the crazy energy of some people, but like somebody like Fillion is too much. That's too much crazy energy. And I do tend to gravitate to like the chill energy of like Giga and stuff. I do have a young sounding voice, yeah. Yeah, we just have our youth. I do wonder if it's like being tiny and stuff too makes it so that I sound younger. Well, yeah, I guess that would be true because you just don't have as much space. You have a loud booming voice, you're gonna have a higher pitched voice. Yeah, that's why somebody who's like, oh, and then I have the archive key. Yeah, okay, it's just telling me that the thing is over here, so. Could always voice train. What voice train to have a super deep voice? Oh, can I think of somebody who's got what, like Pro ZD, I think has a fairly deep voice, but do a deep voice so I could do like a Morgan Freeman impression. Morgan Freeman was born old. Although that's more of a oh, not Frank, or shoot, the guy that does the animal facts. Because I know he did an April Fool's video of Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman, Morgan Freeman, Morgan Freeman, Morgan Freeman. Her heart I bathe in poison. Some wild colors and stuff. This is so nice having a fancy computer for some of this stuff. ProZD is a great guy. Well, and like speaking of Borderlands, not that anybody brought up Borderlands, but just because I have the stream avatars and stuff, I know ProZD was also one of the Vault Hunters. Yeah, we'll see who they bring back for this next game, because they've got so many characters, and I know they're on an entirely different planet, so we'll see how many they bring back. I mean, they've already confirmed that 2 of the Vault Hunters and Ava are coming back, so. If you ever want some VA for a jam game, hit me up. That's a good idea, if I ever need it. I know, I was trying to keep it simple with the narrator that I had for my game. Oh, I did watch your playthrough of my game. That was very much like, you know, this is buggy and disappointing, which accurate, yeah. That's how I felt about it. It ended up being buggy and disappointing. Yeah, and I'm so bummed that, like, in hindsight, I'm like, oh, I just should have focused on that score clock, and I could have done like some kind of crazy clock roguelike or something, where you're just switching out numbers on a clock and they're just different spinners and stuff. Like the clock thing that would have been both like a time loop in terms of a clock that loops and a score loop and stuff. So, did this no regrets? Funbase gave you some good voicing. Yeah, I knew you were making fun of one of the lines that I had. I just kind of clipped it, or I didn't clip it well. I think I was just kind of just doing voice lines. I wasn't trying to make them super good. So, yeah, good start, but didn't have enough time to work out the kinks. And that's pretty much, that's most of my jam games. Is they're like, I could see where this was going. It didn't get there, but I could see where it was headed. There's only been a couple where I feel like I've fully like gotten to the end point that I was trying to hit. Yeah, because I wanted to go more of like roguelike even with the pegs and stuff, but that was way too much for the rabbit holes I got stuck on. Oh, this is the... Yeah, okay, this is... I've read all these, right? But yeah, this was another one of those jam games that I was a bit more disappointed with. But I think people enjoyed the game more than I would have expected, more than I would have thought. Which is why I say, don't put the caveat as to like, this is a bad game and it's unfinished and I didn't like what I ended up with. Because I think people were more positive on my game than I was. Not by much, but they were. So, can't wait to do SBIG tomorrow. Yeah, gotta head to bed. Good night. Have fun sleeping. I should... Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. I should also probably do that. I woke up, though. I'm like... I got past the part I was stuck on, and then... This moves. I can tell that this rolls. I don't... Or at least it, looks like it rolls.
Ashworth's journal might tell me more about why Delilah can't be killed.
What? Are you talking this thing? Oh.
After Delilah fell to the assassin Dowd, her magic was lost.
Also, I have no clue what SBIG is.
I made a new life in Karnaca. Then I heard her whispering from the void, leading me to the Duke, who heard those same whispers. Together we worked to bring Delilah back into the world, changing the Empire from the home of Aramis Stilton 3 years ago. Across the Isles, all of us who'd been with her at Brigmore and before, we felt the magic return. Others joined. New faces, new blood. Now, Delilah is immortal. Forever. She holds Dunwall, and we've turned to corrupting the oracular order. The overseers take guidance from their prophetic sisters, and soon we'll influence their dreams and visions.
Oh, so bad it's good, Jam. I don't need to be doing a jam right now. Brainoid was just saying, hey, you should focus on that project that you're excited about. Which I agree, I should, and I will. But, I will look at this, so bad it's good. Also, the fact that there's an entire jam for so bad it's good very much makes me feel like, yes, the creative process is... I didn't realize there was more people who've used this as a thing. Yeah, because there's definitely... I was going with yet another bad game as my tagline. This was 2017. Wow, they've been doing this for a while. Yeah, no, after just doing the... Yeah, I'm also glad I didn't do that Pirate Software one, because I know somebody was saying they did Pirate Software and GFTK, which were back-to-back. Wait, that's gotta be a lot. Oh, voting ends in 7 days. Okay, so they just finished, and they're, Yeah, okay, so you're looking to play some more jam games. And you're looking forward to playing what are labeled as bad games? Okay, wait, what is the actual criteria for what makes it bad, essentially? Genre fake out. That's gonna be wild if it's supposed to look like one genre and not be that genre. Yeah, 9 years. Dang, dude. Okay, the rules are made to be broken, but not these ones, so listen up. It has to be fun to play. Can be original or based off IP. Use whatever you want in terms of tools. And games must be made during the jam period. So it has to be fun. But I feel like if it's fun, that it's not bad, though, right? I feel like it's a good game if it's fun, right? I guess I would have to look at some of the Well, best of the worst. That's also what I think about for myself. I was like, I was one of the best people in JV in tennis. That's how I feel about my game design skills too. Is, you know, the best at the bottom of the barrel. Now, this feels like it would be entirely up my alley. I'm glad I didn't see it though. I don't need more jams. I have to down to jam at the end of the month anyway. And then I'm gonna get so lost in Borderlands 4. So I've got enough things on my plate. But if there is some, well, I'll probably be busy this weekend if that's something that's, if it's playing jam games. There. Okay, this is probably the overseer's office. And okay, I'm going to bed anyway. I'm sleeping. Oh, wait. I was looking at moving this. Let's see if that can move, and then I will sleep. Just real quick curiosity question. Oh. It can. Okay, that's the other way you can slide in here. Is through that. If you didn't find the key, which I found the key instead. Yeah, they always have like 2 or 3 different ways you can get around things, even when it looks like it's kind of trapped and cramped. Okay. This place has no coins. I guess the witches really cleared this area out. Okay, that was the last thing I wanted to look at, so now it is time for bed. It is sleepy time. I got so much stuff to do tomorrow. Mostly chores, but I also did not check my email at all while jamming. What is this? What kind of toxic nonsense is? Okay, I'm going to bed. This is too cool of a game. And everybody went to bed. Everybody's sleeping. Everybody's gone, right? Let's just double check that nobody's here. I would be quite surprised if anybody is. Yes, okay. Even Funbase is gone. Even Funbase went and started something else. Okay, so then to the nobody that... Well, okay, wait. It takes a second for it to load. So there might be one other person. People are not nobody's interested in Dishonored 2. Okay, but goodbye, good night. Thanks for stopping by. Have fun sleeping. I'll be back Monday, I suppose. Yeah, I'm gonna be too busy just recovering from GMTK to stream anything this weekend. It'd be fun, but yeah, I'm most likely gonna be too busy. So I will be back Monday with Plunk, especially after discussing it and talking about it and stuff. Okay, goodbye, good night. Thanks for stopping by. Have fun sleeping. Bye.